on now? Yeah. I would like to thank everybody.
Can't hear you.
Turn it up. Can you hear it now? Okay, I'd just like to thank everybody for coming out today. And like Brother Mike and I was talking this morning, this is Cowboy Church. This is what it's, not only about Jesus Christ, but we, like I was telling my wife this morning, we can come as we are here. We don't have to dress nice or fancy or wear a suit or like that. This is Cowboy Church. Just like I told my wife, how many churches will you go into with the horse standing there and urinating the floor and nobody thinks nothing about it? That's Cowboy Church. What I like to talk, let me just go to the Lord first, I'm sorry. Our most gracious and Heavenly Father, again, we thank you for the opportunity to come here today, Lord, to worship you. You're letting us use this great preacher you have given us, a horse, Lord. That's the only way I can try to get this message across, Lord. Just bless us and keep everybody's ears and eyes and hearts open, Lord, because the message I want to get across to each and every one today is very important, Lord. We just love you, give you all the glory for each and everything. In Jesus' name, amen. This mare here is a lot like a person when they first become a Christian. She'll follow the field fairly good, but when the challenge is brought to her, she did just like me when I became a Christian. I thought, boy, I got this made. When I stood up and went to bat for the Lord, I got 3 pitches and I struck out because I panicked. I didn't wait. And what I mean by waiting is waiting for the Lord to tell me, go ahead, I'm there. You will not be forgotten. But a lot of times when we're waiting, the good Lord will never restrict us from doing anything. He may make it easy, he may make it hard, but he'll never restrict us. And when I'm talking about a field, for years and years, I've tried to figure out what field is. Then lo and behold, I opened up the Bible and there it was. Field is just this right here. Before that great change is wrought by God, the human has no feel, has no inward consciousness of God's presence. See, the Lord, He never spoke to me. But a lot of times I'll get a feeling that, hey, I've got something to do. And she's got other things on her mind. But she's just like that young person, or old person, that just found Christ. You know, that's one thing about Christ. When I say we find Him, we have to. He's always there. All we have to do is accept Him. And I have to mess with this my walk, as you can see. For some reason I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get her saddled and all this, but now here the other day the Lord said, I've got just the deal. I said, okay. If I could rope and help. But when the Lord's in our lives, I've noticed one thing. He'll prepare us to a proper position where we can make the proper transition. And by that, the only way you're going to get in the proper position is through prayer. When we're praying to the Lord, He will put us in the proper place to make that proper transition. Without Him, you'll do like I did. You'll just wander around and you step up and do something for the Lord. The devil will knock up the door and say, you're out. So we have to prepare. Now this mare will follow a field. moves around good. But, let me have my Bible. But this Mary likes a lot of what a human does, and that's faith. If you'll turn with me to Hebrews chapter 11, first verse. It says in here, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. The Lord has such a great plan for us that we need to know about it. We don't need to worry about today. We need to, we do need to worry about it, but we need to be prepared for tomorrow. Just like this marriage, she'll follow the field, all this, she's young, you can pick up her feet. But she's just a lot like me. When I stood up for the Lord and struck out, when I attempted to saddle this mare, she just lost. Saddle blanket's not bad. I've saddled this mare before, but it was a battle. And I do mean a battle. She needs to learn how to wait. And what I mean by wait is wait on God to tell you everything's all right. She just can't stand this. She'll move, and you can get a pretty. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, okay. I need you to hang in here for just a minute. Turn around. Whenever we go through these trials and tribulations, we gain one thing. We can't get too much of this, that's faith. Like it said in Hebrews, it's not so much what we go through right now, it's what we've got to look forward to. Heaven's going to be the greatest place we've ever seen. Amen to that. But we have to survive in this world. Heaven will come in due time. Okay, Mike. Hand me the rope. No. Now I want you to walk up to her, pick up the hind foot, put that on the hind foot. She jumped. It don't matter which foot. Go ahead, I got the green flag. I got faith in you. All right. Maybe she can. She's only kicked once or twice in her life. We may have to catch her soon, I don't know. But this marriage is going to be a lot like the human. We're going to struggle. We're going to go through things that may not seem right. But she'll do, let me see, it might not be going to get rookie. Don't know. But she'll come through. And when I mean coming through, it's understanding. She might have to be up here. Oh, almost. Maybe see if I can get a call. We won't be here all day. This is another example of how the human, instead of trusting in the Lord, we fight it. And that goes back to what I refer to as waiting. Wait on the Lord to tell you it'll be all right. Now she's going to get mad. Okay. She's going to get mad and upset, but she'll come through. See, the Lord, if we wander away from Him, He doesn't bring us just right back and make us stay anywhere. He'll let us go. Whenever we go, we learn. We may have to struggle at it, have a hard time. But if you'll notice, I'm not pulling her foot back. I'm not restricting moving her foot. But when she yields, I'll yield. I'll get back to her just the way the Lord does us. We'll ask for it again. Maybe we wasn't convincing enough. We'll just wait. When she does that, I'll quit. If you'll notice, the expression on this mirror will change, just like ours does whenever we wait. And waiting for the Lord can only come one way, and that's through prayer. We say, prayed up, our waiting time gets shorter and shorter because we're in constant contact with Him. And just like Tom and Ray said years ago, you know, being a horseman is all about feel, balance, timing, and all that, and it is. But those people, let's see if I can get this coming out. They knew what was going to happen before what happened happens. And that right there is a wonderful deal. A horse that is tight, nervous, worried about stuff, will not go to the bathroom. So that right there is a good sign. But back to what Tom and Ray said. You know, I've done lots of thinking about that, done lots of praying about it. The Bible is the only book that will tell you what's going to happen before what happens. And as we, just like this Mary here, she went through a pretty good little challenge there, but she thought, hey, it's a lot better if I just stand here. Mike, would you come here a minute again, please? She, you know, even though we go through trials and tribulations one time, doesn't mean we can't go through it again. We will. Just grab that saddle, if you would. Just a saddle. But see, I'm just reassuring this mare that everything's all right. Whichever side you can put it on fine, right? Just like the Lord does. He says, no matter what you go through, I'm there. Trust me. Believe in me. That's just faith. Just come on around. Just out there like Doris been riding her for 6 months. Just go ahead. It'll be all right. She wants, please, she wanted to work at this just the way the Lord lets us do. He said, if you'll work at it, he said, you'll do lots of thinking about it. Just wait just a minute, let her get through. See, my idea is for her to stand right there just like that. That's what Jesus' idea is he wants his idea to become ours. Okay, go ahead, Mike. She'll be all right. Go ahead. It's all right. Just stay hooked. Stay hooked. Everything's fine. See, this is just another example of God's love. We can get in a bind, and he says, if you'll listen to me, he said, everything will be all right. And where else but Cowboy Church can you talk about God and laugh at the same time? All right, go ahead, Mike. Maybe she'll stand. There we go. All right. Right. This time you set up there, just stay right there. There you go. Just keep going. And that is the easiest she's ever been saddled in her entire life. A little work. The good Lord judges on things we do, don't know how we look. You got to stir it from her over. Just come to the far side. She'll stand. But see, this is all she's showing us right now. Is she's got a little faith in us. Everybody's going to be all right. She's kind of coming out on, go and get her to say something, right? And whenever we work at a challenge for the Lord, we learn that, hey, it's kind of like that's what it says in the FFA motto, there'll be better days for better ways. And there's a lot of truth to that. And as it like this marriage with us, as we accept a challenge from the Lord and succeed at it, he'll let us rest. He'll give us a pat on the back and say, you've done good. Run that strap through there one more time, right? Thank you. And as our faith grows, the more confidence we have in the Lord, just like put it up pretty good, right? There you go. Up one more. There you go. Thank you, sir. Now, if you would, if front seat's good and snug, pull it pretty snug. Okay. Now just reach down there, pick up your foot, pull off that drop if you would. Just put some slack in it, there you go. Thank you, sir. How about a big round of applause for Mike? Yeah, okay. my Lord. She's all yours now. I'm free. Go ahead, Mike. Appreciate it. But like like this saddle to her, she doesn't think she can move her feet with this saddle on her. And old Cracker back here, he's afraid he'll get kicked. But it's just like when we come to the Lord, there's lots of times we'll get lost. We have to work things out. And he'll say, I'm right here beside you. Go on, it'll be all right. And she says, I can't stand it. I've got something on my back that ain't supposed to be there. It's made of a dead cow, a dead piece of wood. We'll just get her to move out some more. She says, I don't know. I said, just trust. Build up that faith, it'll all come out in a minute. There we go. We're just trying to let her know that every day she can come through on the far side and it'll be all right. There'll be good change. Just like with the Lord, when He gives us a challenge, and we do it, we come through on the far side, our faith has grown immensely. It'll grow and grow every day. Just like her, she gets to think, well, no, maybe I can do it. Well, maybe I can't. That's one of the hardest things for horses to understand when it comes to the human, is that whatever the human does, we can still move our feet. As with this horse, the more she moves her feet, the more she understands, hey, they're not going to kill me yet. Just like with the Lord, when we do something for Him, He'll say, that's just right, you can do it. And He builds up our faith each and every day. Each little challenge we have, He gives us more faith. And faith is what will get us through to the far side. See if she'll move out that how you see it. And as our challenges grow, our faith grows. Y'all fit to see how much faith I have. She's still a little worried concerning her buddy just left the pen. So I'm going to say, I'm your new buddy. See, Jesus, when He comes into life, He does one thing. It's like Tom said, to be a good horseman, you have to become more interesting to the horse than what other things interest the horse. Just like with Jesus, we need to be more interested in Him than we had anything else. Still a little unsure. New place, lots of people. She's never seen this many people before in her life. There we go. See, I won't touch this mare till she's centered on me. A lot of times, that's what, well, not a lot of times, but every time we need to be centered there on the Lord. Lead her around a little bit. Let me get all this straight. See, when we trust in the Lord, There's no need for a thing called worry. We've turned everything over to Him, trusting, believing, and believing His word. And what I'm about to do, I don't suggest everybody do it. Everybody's their own thing. This is kind of the way I like to do it. But it's not for everybody. Our insurance is paid, ain't it, honey? Okay. We'll get halfway up, rub on her a little bit. Let her know it's all right, even though I'm up here, I'll step off. Let her know she can move her feet. If I get bucked off, I hope and pray I can get up, get back on her. Thank you, Lord. So that was Him doing it, not me. Because I done found me a soft spot. I get my feet in the stirrups. As Mike would say, that was totally unrehearsed. We'll actually go off a little bit. She says, I can't move my feet. I'm going to say, try a little bit. We'll bend her. Oh, we've got a foot to move. That goes back to Jesus. He'll reward the smallest change, slightest try. He doesn't wait for the result. He waits for the try. We'll reward that. There we go. You see some of that faith coming out now. She says, I can handle this. I can live with it. We'll take it one step at a time. See how it goes. There we go. And believe me, Mary, believe in me, I have seen this mare buck and she can buck his hips off. For those of you not old enough to remember him, Mike and I do, he was a bronc rider. There we go. Walking off slow and easy. We'll just reassure. We'll rub on her a little bit. Rubbing is just reassurance to her that she's doing the right thing. There we go. We're just rubbing her on. And she's had a pretty good morning. See if we can get her to stop. She said, no, you got me going, I want to go. That's a pretty good place to stop. And she's still a little unsure about it, but you know, this just kind of goes to show you what faith can do. You know, it's like it says in her, faith can move the mountains. If I had somewhere to go, somebody would be carrying me off. So that's about all I got, Mike, for right now. Praise the Lord, and Bob. Thank you so much. And you know, there's so many messages right there today. Ben Bob gave us a lot on our faith and trust. And you know, I watch this horse here as he's doing this, and that, you know, that big yellow horse right there, that should represent us mature Christians, as to be a mentor and to be standing side by side by some of these young folks that's just give their lives to the Lord. And Ben Bob touched on so many points right there today about the relationship between a man and a horse.
that is so real between us and our Lord. Because so many times we get in a big hurry, don't we? And we want it done right now, our way, this way, and we don't wait when we should be waiting. And then sometimes we're like that horse when Ben Bob stepped up on her finally. She didn't want to move. You know, faith is one thing, but putting feet to our faith is another thing. Sometimes it's time to wait. Sometimes it's time to move. And, you know, this horse, again, showed us something here today that we've learned, Doris and I have learned. I know a lot of you have. You know, humble. Being humble. You know, we were humble this week, and this horse was humble today. And as Christians, we're to be humble. It doesn't mean that we're to be doormats and be little pansies and little just whiny babies. It means that we remove ourselves from our relationship with the Lord, and it's all about Him in us. Our inner self becomes Him now, humbling ourselves in His all and in our trust and the faith that we develop through that journey. And sometimes it's a long journey for some of us. Some people get it a little bit faster. But again, Ben Bob, thank you so much. Praise the Lord for this and the horse. And you know, the horse is interesting. If you get in the Bible, the horse is all through the Bible. And the horse was a symbol of power and authority back in the days. A horse was. That's what the kings and armies, they chose horses to pull their chariots and to fight their battles. And the mules and the donkeys were for other people. So the horse is a great symbol and a great relationship that we can hook up to in God's Word and understand that man once said that what's the outside of a horse is good for the inside of a man. And it is good for us to be able to relate to these people and then get the lessons out of it that we as we're training our horses and watching people hook up with these horses. So glad y'all here today. Hope you enjoyed it. How about a praise for the Lord right now? Thank you, Jesus. And I want to tell you, be sure and stick around for lunch today. I know those people back there have got something good. We got some cold drinks because we do have an ice machine, so that'll cool you off some. And you can get in it for about $1 every 10 minutes. We'll put you in there and let you cool off if you want to. But stick around here and eat with us. And I just want to encourage you, if you don't know the Lord, you know, time is, we don't know about time. But you're here today because Lord has touched your heart. You may be kind of jerking your back foot, or you may be bucking a little bit about this call that the Lord's